Hello, my name is Muhammad Nizamil Saad. I'm from School of Multimedia Technology and Communication. Now I want to present my game called Voice Recognition Game for Arabic letters, or in short I call it as VoReGAL. So basically the objective of VoReGAL is to allow people to pronounce the Arabic letters clearly, and what the VoReGAL will do is that it will capture the pronunciation by the user, and later on it can do the accuracy comparison so that the user will know how much that he score for each pronunciation that he made through the games. This is the interface for voice recognition game for Arabic letters, or in short I used to call it as VoReGAL. So the interface for VoReGAL is very simple. You can see at the top I have lined up buttons for all the Arabic letters from Alif to Ya. Users who want to use VoReGAL, they can click this button, and then the Arabic letters will be prompted up at this label over here for the letter. This is a letter for the Arabic, and while this is letter for the alphabet. And then they can click the listen pronunciation so that the graph will be appeared over here, and the user should hear the sound for each letters, and then later on they can start pronouncing their letters, the Arabic letters that they have selected, and then they can click the compare button so that the system can compare how many percent in terms of the pronunciation accuracy. And then the user can click the save button so that the achievement for that particular letters will be saved inside the database, and then they can also display the score for the achievement of the user. And then if the user want to start using or trying other Arabic letters, they can click the reset button over here. Without further ado, let's try using VoReGAL for the first time. Let's say I'm clicking or choosing the first letter Alif. I click Alif, so VoReGAL will display the Alif in Arabic and also Alif in the alphabet. Then the user need to click the listen pronunciation Alif, and then the games will display waveform for the voice of the expert, and then it will also will allow the user to hear the letter that he choose. And then later on, once he satisfied with this one, and then he have to click the pronouns over here, the pronoun button. Let's say the pronoun is Alif, so click and Alif. You see, this is the waveform of the user voice. If he don't satisfy this one, don't worry, he can click again the pronoun button Alif, and then the user can click the compare button, and VoReGAL will display the pronunciation accuracy, which is 75.34. If he want to do it again, let's say he doesn't satisfy with his achievement, then he can click pronoun again Alif and do the comparison. And let's say he want to do the pronunciation again Alif and compare, and let's say he managed to get 76.82, which is much more better as compared than the first try that he made for the letter Alif. So he can click the save button to save his achievement into the database, and then the system will prompt up the score has successfully saved into the database, click OK over here. And let's say the user want to see the score. What he need to do is that he has to click the display score over here. Click the display score, and then this is the display score achieved by the user, and the display score will be displayed to the user based on the date, the letter, the score, and the achievement. And let's say he want to look the score, okay, in term of the highest to the most the lowest. Okay, so just click the score button. VoReGAL will display the score in descending order over here. And let's say he want to choose the letter or the letters that the user have chosen earlier in this. Okay, using the game will be displayed over here. The user can look at the achievement. Similarly, if the user want to check based on the date that he have made using VoReGAL, he can click the date, and the date will display accordingly based on the user preference. Now, let's say the user want to test other letters. So what he need to do is that he need to choose the letter again from VoReGAL. Okay, before he do that, let's say he want to reset so that everything is cleared by VoReGAL. So let's say he choose the, this one. The user need to click listen pronunciation so that VoReGAL will display the expert voice over here. The user can click the pronounce button over here to pronounce the letter the. The. This is the user voice. He can do the comparison. Okay, let's say he doesn't satisfy with the first try, he can do the second pronunciation. The. And do the comparison again. He doesn't satisfy again because it's not good, so he can do a pronunciation again. The. Now this is because I'm talking, so do the pronunciation again. The. And he can do the comparison and get the score, and click the save button so that the score will be saved into the database. Click OK over here. And similarly, if he want to look at his achievement, he need to click the display score over here, and he can view the achievement based on the letter. So look at the. The is over here. Okay, so the highest achievement for the is 81.44. That's it, the presentation for my game, which is voice recognition game for Arabic letters, or in short, I used to call it as VoReGAL. Thank you very much for spending your time listening to my presentation.